Hi, friends. Let's see, getting all of my windows here together so I have the information that I need at my fingertips to tell you what I need to tell you. Well, what's going on, y'all? Happy Sunday. It's good to see you. We've got a few folks popping in here, and it's going to be a relatively short live stream today, y'all, because today is one of our Doug on Demands, and that is coming up at the bottom of the next hour. It starts at 2 o'clock Eastern. Council members, Doug's Angels, let's get to it. It's going to be the 11th session, and I'm looking forward to it. These are always fun. What's up, Soggy? Hello, Matt. There's Jimmy and Johnny and Leffe and Kelly and Sean Bean and Johan. There's Rory, sorry, and Bob. Bob, I got your note here. I think I'd like to get to Bandmade. So I'll try to get to them on the channel here before too long. Thank you for your suggestion. There's Robert. Yo, how you doing? How you doing? How you do? Maury, good morning, sir. I really appreciate you popping in and hanging out with us early on a Monday, your time. It really is a great thing. Thank you for being with us. Let's see. Martin is asking, have I reacted to Alan Parsons' project? Yes. And right now it's the Eye in the Sky album is winning our next poll for our next extended play lounge, our full album listen. So it might be. I need to pull that up. I need to get that window up as well so I can see how the voting is going. What's up, Arrow? Hi, Steven. Hi, Janine. Let's see. We've had a great influx of people into our Patreon, too. I think it has to do with the blocks that I've had on YouTube and some of the really nice episodes that are now only available via my Patreon. When I do that, you have to be a member, but you can be a free member if you'd like. But you have to be a member, and you can take a look at those as well. I'm happy to have the Patreon outlet to share that stuff, y'all. So I'm looking at the next poll for our Extended Play Lounge. I've got Alan Parsons' project, Eye in the Sky, Fairport Convention, Legion Leaf, Pain of Salvation with their album B, Straubs with Grave New World, and Robin Trower's Bridge of Sighs. The thing that combines all of these together into a category is that none of these groups have yet been featured in the Extended Play Lounge, and so I wanted to give somebody a shot here and get to specifically a new band for us in that series. So right now, Eye in the Sky from Alan Parsons' project is going here. Jeffrey, I should be on. I think I'm on, so I'm hoping that it's your YouTube that's messed up and not mine. Let's see. Robert, why couldn't you vote on it? Is it too hard of a choice? Just pick one. I'll get to all of these at some point. I just, which one should I get to first? What's up, Jimmy? Yeah, Folsom Prison, Johnny Cash. Got that one out. That's a fun record to listen to. I've also got Minstrel in the Gallery, The Similitude of a Dream from the Neil Morse Band. There's Moondance from Van Morrison. I've got The Mountain from Haken, and Tales from Topographic Oceans, as well as our usual suspects that are all up there. It's fun to move these around a little bit. Andrew has got my attention. There's new Pat Metheny. I'd be interested in that, Andrew. I really, really would. Rock on, y'all. Johan, I don't have Caravan in that poll, but I like Caravan. What I've heard from them. Thank you very much. Rock and roll. Thanks, Maury. Maury says, I liked your reaction for Metallica's Wherever I May Roam. That gets us back into what we need to talk about. Let's recap this past week. This past week, we started with Wherever I May Roam from Metallica, and that one is available. We also then on Tuesday posted our favorite songs of summer. I got to go look and see what all the songs are on that. And remember, because it's been a few minutes, y'all. We did music from Joni Mitchell, then we went to Meatloaf, and then we went to the Electric Light Orchestra, then we went to the Monkees. How about that for a spread over 4 songs? Joni Mitchell, Meatloaf, Electric Light Orchestra, the Monkees, then to Spock's Beard, Mungo Jerry, Chicago, It's a Beautiful Day, the Aristocrats, and the Beach Boys. How about that? It was a lot of fun to hear our favorite summer songs, either songs that are specifically about summer or songs that remind us of summer memories. That's right, Ray, the Monkees was yours, and I loved it. I loved it. I loved all of it. Meg wants a mic. I haven't charged that one, so I hope it's okay. Should be okay. Let's see, what else did we get to? The final countdown. That's right, from Europe. Had fun trying to figure that one out on the keyboard. So that was on Wednesday. We then tried, y'all, to feature Gojira on the channel with their new performance at the Olympics. Not going to happen, y'all. It's not going to happen. The IOC has reaffirmed their block, even as new folks are putting their reaction to it on YouTube. I don't understand this one bit, and I'm really pissed about it.
Yeah.
But
I don't know.
What are you going to do? I don't know. So, friends, I think that's partly why a lot of people are heading over to my Patreon, because I put it there. And so if you would like to watch me
really good video, too.
Give you a little history lesson into what was happening, and to rock out to some Gojira with some headless Marie Antoinettes in Paris, then you gotta go over to Patreon to see it. I don't know. Viva la Revolution, y'all. You got to go over to that channel and take a look. But yeah, it's available, and I really enjoyed doing the video. But sadly,
really good video, Doug.
It will not be available on YouTube anytime soon. You know what? We are gonna try. We have an idea up our sleeve. Maybe if we put a filter, like a diddly doo, diddly doo, diddly doo, over the top of the video and confuse the bot. Maybe we can get it up there, but quite honestly, that was Thursday. Today is Sunday. I'm looking forward, and I'm happy that it's available where it's available, but I'm moving on.
I saw two reaction channels. One that had like a sort of a screen, if you will, over the top of the video.
Yeah.
Sort of like lines or bars or whatever, where you could see the video underneath it, kind of, but it was like sort of a screen over the top of the video.
That's right, Matt. It's a Wayne's World filter.
Yeah, exactly. And then I also saw another channel that had the video on the full screen, and the guy doing the reaction would pop up and take up half the screen while you could see half of the Paris video on. So I think he just kind of changed the visual up every couple of seconds or every few seconds, so that sometimes you're seeing the whole of the Paris video. Sometimes you were just seeing half of it, and sometimes it just was
Sure.
He just kind of kept switching it up and up and up.
I'll try that, Ray.
That was enough, I think, to make the bots go, ah.
And y'all, I'm kind of tired of trying to outsmart the YouTube AI bots, because it seems like they get updated coding all the time, and they're just as confused as everybody else. So trying to outsmart it in some ways, it's kind of demeaning, and another, it's like, and when it doesn't work, it's like, well, shit, that didn't work. I'd rather just put out the video the way that I'd want to and see what happens.
And if it gets blocked, then we put it over on Patreon.
Yep. I want the quality of what we're doing to maintain the way that we want to do it, and then we'll worry about the other stuff afterwards. So that was what did we do on Friday? That was Thursday, and then I did a little live stream to vent a little, but there wasn't too much bitching in that, if I do say so myself. We then finished up That's right. We did space trucking on Friday. How could I forget? Space trucking.
That
Come
was
on.
awesome. That was such a
Come
good
on.
time. Loved it.
Come on. Yeah, we were doing the shaker. We were having some good old time.
Such a good time.
Some good old time. I don't know if I can talk on it. I'm not allowed to talk on
We
a
were
Sunday.
having a good old time.
By the way, before it gets too much longer here, should we tell them what the big day is? What today is?
Sure.
We are celebrating today, y'all. We are celebrating because today is our wedding anniversary.
Yay.
How about that? August 4th, 2001
Yep.
is when we got married, and it was
August 4th in Omaha,
it was
Nebraska.
a hot day in the old town back then.
It was actual temperature 100 plus. And then am I right when I say that? And then heat index on top of that.
Ooh, it was a hot one.
Was
people were
humid and
drinking like
disgusting.
fish. We were having a good old time because we needed water. We needed water.
That's funny because
and we needed we needed the stuff out of the kegs too.
We were talking with my parents yesterday, and my dad reminded me. He said, when he and my mom got to where we were having our reception, which was in like a hotel ballroom. Yeah. When my parents got there, which was maybe 20 minutes after other people had started showing up.
Yeah.
My mom and dad walk in, and our like, what do you call her?
Like the head poncho.
Our point person at the hotel comes up to my dad and says, and asks if he'd be okay with them tapping the second keg. And he said, "What happened to the first one?" And she said, "It's gone."
First keg was gone before we even got there, y'all. That's how awesome our party was. We had an absolutely great party. When we got married, it had been a while since either side of our family had a wedding or a funeral. You know, those
like an occasion to
those
the whole
big
family
occasions where the whole family comes together. And it was like senior year for those of us in college that were going off and doing other things. And so it was like the beginning of August, and it was senior like a high school, like of college, like a lot of our peers from friends from college that were then heading out and going out. So it was the last time to have a big soiree for a bunch of us that were our age, and it was a great time to have all the family come in, and revelry was had. So that was 23 years ago. How was that possible? We haven't aged today.
No. Yeah, not at all.
But it is a lovely day, and I'm happy that it's our anniversary. We're going to go have a special dinner tonight. That is what we're going to do. I'm taking my lady out for a lovely dinner. But first, we got to do Doug on Demand, too. We couldn't not do that with our Patreon community. So we're going to have fun with our Patreon community
look forward to that.
Here at the bottom of the hour in 45 minutes. And then we're going to rest a little bit, clean up as best as we can, look presentable, and then go out and have a little. I think we're going for Greek food tonight. We're going to our favorite Greek restaurant. It's going to be fun. Okay, should we tell them what's going on tonight?
Yes.
Okay. Did I do something wrong? Am I okay? Okay. All right.
I prefer that you not tell people where we're going.
I didn't tell them where we were going. I told them what kind of cuisine.
You've talked about that place before,
well,
so people know.
If people are like real Doug aficionados, they might know. But I doubt most do. There's plenty of Greek restaurants in the tri-state area. So just come and try to find us.
I would prefer that if any of y'all know the place Doug's talking about, that you just leave us alone tonight.
So
please and thank you.
Yeah, so that was last week. Here's what we're up to this week, y'all. Not only is it our anniversary today, but we are going to be taking a break this week. I know.
Yeah,
I know. You're like, what? But we've been working our butts off, y'all. At least I am. I can't find my ass anymore. My butt is completely gone. I've worked it completely off.
Doug's been working so hard that I'm concerned about him.
Yeah.
In complete, total honesty.
Ever since Meg got home from the hospital.
It's been a lot.
we've been, just plugging away, trying to make sure that we're healthy, that we're doing the right things, and that we're keeping the business going. And I'm kind of like a
Learning
deer
a
in a
new,
headlight. I need some rest. So,
because it's not just me learning a new lifestyle. It's
mm,
at post hospitalization and having a diagnosis. Doug has to learn that too. So it's all been foisted upon not just me but both of us, and he's doing that plus having to juggle all of
yeah,
the videos
yeah.
and stuff. So yeah,
So
yeah.
here's what I've got for you, friends. We are off this week. Oh, Kelly, thank you.
Oh, that's so
That
nice,
that'll
Kelly.
that'll
Thank
buy that bottle
you.
of wine, or maybe that'll go towards buying a good bottle of wine. But I appreciate that very
Thank
much.
you,
Thank you very
Kelly.
much.
That's wonderful.
Um, Ray's asking why don't I do my reviews from the fancy chair, because I need all of my notes out here, and so I'm looking at my phone. Hi everybody. I've got all of your chat right behind me. I've got my calendar.
Behind that, the
I've
phone, you mean?
got, yeah,
You
and
said
I've got
behind
my
me.
calendar, and I've got the Patreon up, and I've got my YouTube studio up so that I can grab any information that I need.
Yep.
I'll go and sit in the big chair in a little bit.
There
Thank
you
you, Ray.
go.
So here's what I've got. I've got some throwback episodes queued up for this week. We're still going to have a Monday video. We're still going to have a Wednesday and a Thursday and a Friday video, but I'm not going to do premieres this week. We're thinking about trying to get out of town for a few days and just kind of taking in the sights, taking a little breather, getting a change of scenery, getting the batteries recharged a little bit. I am still going to record a new extended play lounge this week for the Patreon, so that's still being voted on, and I will get that out this week. But the rest of them are going to be just these are reviews that have been previously filmed for the Patreon community. And so here's what I've got for tomorrow. For Monday, I'm going back to May when we did our Metal May countdown for fan favorites over on Patreon, and I'm going to bring forth what is it called? A Natural Acrobat from Black Sabbath. That was included on that countdown, and it was the first time that I had heard it. And that's another one from Sabbath Bloody Sabbath. So we're getting back into some classic Aussie-led Black Sabbath, and so a Natural Acrobat
Awesome.
is what's coming up for Metal Monday.
Love it.
Tomorrow, we're still not sure on the EPL, but right now, if the voting holds, it's going to be "Eye in the Sky" from Alan Parsons' project, the
That'll
entire
be
album.
fun.
So that's going to be newly available, I think, on Tuesday or Wednesday, depending on when I can get to it. All right. Alexander is asking, is Unlucky Morpheus in my to-do list? No, it's not. Is Unlucky Morpheus the guy that didn't get cast for The Matrix? I don't know that group. I don't know that group. That's a down payment for some Dom Perignon. Glenn's not
Nice.
wrong. Glenn is not wrong. Thank you,
There you
Glenn.
go.
Excellent. Hi, Katya. Good to see you. Good to see
Hey,
you.
Katja.
So what else are we doing? On Wednesday. So the throwback episode that I'm going to bring to you on Wednesday, it's a heavy one, y'all. And this is still available on our Patreon. I reacted to all of Dirt by Alice in Chains last September, I believe. And I've done a couple of songs from that here specifically on the channel, but one of them I haven't, and it's a big one. It's the last song on the album,
Yeah.
Would, Would,
Yeah.
question mark. So we're going to share my reaction to Would and include my concluding reaction to the entire album. I decided to share that with all of you as part of that reaction. So that's going to be on Wednesday. Unlucky Morpheus is our violinists.
Shred violinists.
Well, cool.
I don't know. I don't always like that kind of thing, but it depends.
I'm going to put them down to take a look at. Unlucky
That's just
Morpheus.
me, so.
Take a look. Excellent.
Like
Excellent.
I love violin, but I don't like I don't know. Sometimes if you say shred violin, To me, that's like sawing on the strings, and there's no artistry to that, in my opinion. So I don't
We'll
know.
see.
It depends.
We'll
It
see.
just
I'll take a
depends.
look. I
Yeah, yeah.
appreciate you bringing that forward. So yeah, Alice in Chains is going to be on Wednesday, and then on Thursday, Arrow, are you there? I'm bringing forth the winner from our summer songs countdown here just a few weeks ago. That was last week. Wow.
That was only last week, so
We're picking up good vibrations. We're playing the Beach Boys song. We're bringing that back, y'all.
awesome.
Good vibrations from the Beach Boys. I've already tried it. I've uploaded it. It's not blocked. That's what it's going to be. So it's in time for summer. It's going to be like this first full week of August. We're going to share some good vibrations, and that one was Arrow's pick for our songs of summer countdown. And
We
it
normally
was
would
great.
not release stuff from a video that we only just released last week on Patreon.
But
We
it's
would normally try
summertime.
to wait a little longer, but yeah, it was Songs of Summer and it is summertime, so we are hoping that our Patreon folks will not be too upset with us for making that choice.
So that's on Thursday. And then here's what I've got planned for Friday, y'all. That's right, Ray. We used the longer version from that Smile version. It was very
Yeah.
lovely to hear the full version of Good Vibrations.
Yeah.
So here's what I've
Oh,
got
Robert, that's cool.
for Friday. I have just within the past several minutes put a poll over on YouTube, and I don't do this very often, and I was reminded that I could do this, and I'm going to give it a shot. And I have given our YouTube audience 4 options. I want to say thank you to our YouTube audience, and I want to release one of our extended play lounge episodes, one of our full album listens to YouTube. We did this about this time last year when we took a break, and as I recall, it was the Snow Goose
Oh,
that
yeah.
we released. We also
That
tried
was a
to release.
wonderful, wonderful video.
Yeah, we also tried to release a reaction to all of Pet Sounds, but
Yeah.
they blocked that one.
Yeah.
So occasionally, a couple
Not
times a
surprised by
year,
that.
we release a full extended play lounge episode, a full album reaction to our YouTube.
We try to.
And so I
Hope
have
it doesn't block.
yesterday, actually last evening, I uploaded 6 of these just to make sure which ones are getting blocked and which ones don't get blocked.
Yeah.
And a few of them did. So I've got 4 that are ready to go that are not blocked that y'all can pick from to have me release. And the 4 are The Raven That Refused to Sing
Oh, have you made a poll?
by Stephen Wilson. It's live right now. I'm looking at it.
Oh.
So we've got the Raven that Refused to Sing
Is
by
this on
Stephen.
your community tab?
Yes.
Awesome.
We've got the Yes album. That's by Yes. Okay. We've got a Farewell to Kings from Rush. Ross just voted for Rush, which is in the lead right now. We've also got Tommy by The Who.
Ooh.
I have those 4 available and ready to go. Vote for your favorite one, and maybe it will win. One of those 4 will be released to the YouTube channel on Friday in its entirety.
I don't want you to tell them what's in the lead right now, but can you?
I think I
can
already
see-
did.
Oh, did you already?
Yeah.
I can see who it is from here. I'm looking at your computer screen.
That's right.
Okay. Ooh,
Who
that's
do y'all
awesome.
think who do y'all want to win? I don't know, Ernest. I think people vote for, in this instance, the stuff that they know, because I think part of the draw is y'all knowing the music a little more familiarly. Is that a word? Y'all are more familiar with the music than I
Yes.
am. That's what I meant to say. And and you're interested in what I'm going to say to something that is coming forth, right? Is in the music that you already know is there, but I don't, and you want to see how I react to it, right? If you want to check if my reaction works like yours did, and if it doesn't, why is it different? That's what's cool, right? So there you go. That's what we've got going. Andrew is asking what's in that coffee, Doug. Coffee. is in this coffee
It's
mug.
just what you're hearing right now and seeing is a person drinking coffee because he is desperately tired.
Yes.
It's
Yep.
it's
We've
this
been
is
working, working, working.
desperate exhaustion is what's happening here. No alcohol.
Oh, hi, Ruth. Thank you for asking about John. John's doing very well. He
Yeah.
recently traveled to South Korea for a big music conference where some of his music was featured, which
Yeah.
was fun for him. And now he's back at his residence in Prague, and he is continuing to work on his PhD.
Yeah.
And
And a lot of other stuff.
yeah,
He's got a lot of balls in the
he's
air.
got his head down and he's hitting the pavement. He's doing
Yes.
PhD work. There's not a whole lot of room for other
Because
stuff
it's
right
not
now.
just PhD work, it's, it's other composing and stuff on top of
Yeah.
that, plus aphoria videos and things. So he's got a lot of stuff going on,
Yeah.
but he's really doing well.
Ray, we only really catch up with him maybe about once a week or once every 10 days.
Well, we're in touch with him via text like every day.
Yeah.
But
he's
like as
hanging
far
in.
as actually talking with him, it's
All
once
right.
a week or
I
so.
will, Ruth. Thank you for sending that along. I will
Yeah,
let him
thanks,
know that
Ruth.
y'all said hello. Right. Thank you, Jeffrey. Thank you for popping in.
I'm off to the side of the camera if that's what people are
Meg's
talking
over
about.
here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm just not on
I've got
camera.
my keyboard like right here,
Yeah.
and so it's kind of difficult for Meg to be on camera. So,
Unless we move the keyboard out. We just didn't do it.
So
we haven't been doing it.
So there you
well,
go.
I've been choosing to stay off camera since I got out of the hospital.
Yeah.
It's a personal choice.
Yeah. It's
because
okay. That's right. Glenn Rush right now is in the lead, but there's still time. There's only 300 votes, so this is a very early poll, and we'll see what happens. Yeah. A Farewell to Kings and Tommy and the Yes album I did this year. The Raven That Refused to Sing was done last year. But we've got over 70 full albums that are in this series now, y'all. So if you become a Patreon member, you've got hours upon hours of just music and videos in this series alone.
like those of you who love
to keep you occupied.
Those of you who love King Crimson, this is where you're going to find King Crimson, is on Doug's Patreon, because we can't put them on YouTube.
Hang on
because
a second.
They block.
I'm talking about them voting on YouTube.
No, I know, but I'm saying that
the Patreon is where you get.
We were talking about Patreon.
King Crimson. That's true.
And you were saying that there are over 70 EPL videos now.
Yeah.
That's where the King Crimson is.
That's true.
Yes.
That's true. Woo! Okay, it's rolling up on 1:30, and I've got a lot of work to do to get ready for the Doug on Demand here at 2 o'clock. So not too much longer here. Is there anybody else that has questions, comments, concerns that I can answer? Thank you, Robert. Glad that you are here on Patreon with us. Yeah,
Absolutely.
It's almost time for another King Crimson EPL. Maybe that'll be coming up next or within another month or so, for sure. Big Fooney, for sure. I'm quite interested in the Beat concert coming up that's going to be featuring music by King Crimson, and those guys are a heck of a lineup. So I'm looking into doing more from King Crimson. I'll probably let the community pick which album of theirs we do next, and I'll have several options for you. Connolly is asking what my favorite band is. What? How can I pick just one? Megan's butting in here. Hang on.
Guitar Channel wrote something about, I got the new list, but it stopped at M. I don't know what we're talking about here. Do you know what they're talking about?
I don't.
I'm not sure what we're talking about here.
Well, I did recently post the new master list.
Oh.
Guitar Channel, let me know.
Yeah.
Let me know. Ray. Ray's right. If I had a favorite band that's working right now, that's in their heyday right now, it's going to be Big Big Train.
Yeah.
They're my spirit animal. I love those guys.
Yeah.
I also very much have been grooving to Marillion. But you know, like when the last time I went to the vinyl store, I got Van Morrison Moondance, Crosby, Stills and Nash, and some Johnny Cash at Folsom Prison.
Yeah, you never know what's going to
And I
strike
got
your.
some Kenny Rogers.
Yeah.
So I'm just still filling out the vinyl collection so that we can have a good old time. Guitar Channel, I will see what I can do. Maybe I'll take a look at that and see if there's anything on my end that I can
Yeah,
see.
other Patreon folks, if you also looked at the master list and saw that there's only a portion of it and that there's like stuff
I'll try to
missing,
reset it.
please let us know.
Yeah, I'll
Yeah.
try to reset it. Robert is asking barbecue or music. Depends on how hungry I am. You know, it's hard to enjoy music if you're starving for barbecue. So if you're gonna make me pick one, I don't know. I can't enjoy music if I'm not alive, so I got to eat
Although
first.
if you're hangry, then you could like headbang to some really good metal
Yeah,
and that would be cathartic
but if I had barbecue, I'd just feel better, and then I could listen to music without fear,
without being angry.
without being angry. How about that? My favorites over time,
Buckets for
Bumbo.
music.
I'm not sure about. I know that you're asking for Dire Straits Alchemy Live.
Mm,
I don't have it like this month in August. It may come up in our Patreon for a live album in a poll before too
yeah.
long. But it's on my radar. So
Yeah.
but a lot of things are on my radar. So it just is how
Yeah.
it's up to just how things sort of filter out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But we are thinking about, or Doug has been thinking about that live album
Hmm.
thing for an extended Play Lounge episode over on our Patreon.
For sure.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, Andrew, I don't want to get barbecue sauce on my vinyl, so I got to make sure that I'm being above board here, you know.
Oh,
John, you go to my channel and you go to the community tab, and that's where my posts, my non-video posts, will be on YouTube. And then like right about half an hour ago, I put up the poll. Do I know? Refresh. What's the voting at now? We're up to 451 votes, and it's still a farewell to Kings, but it's getting a little tighter. Getting a little tighter. So
oh
there's
boy.
still time to get into it, y'all. Connolly, thank you for asking. So my Patreon, there is a free tier. You can become a member and not pay anything. You don't get much if you do that, but you do get connected to us and you get exclusive content, mostly the stuff that's blocked here on YouTube. You'll have access to
Yeah.
at that free tier. Our first tier is $3 per month, and that mainly gets you access to the Discord. You get to vote in our polls, and you get to participate there on Discord as a member of the community. At the $9 level, the next tier up, that's where you get access. That's the Doug Club, and that's where you get access to all of the pre-recorded content, the extended play lounges, the fan favorites, the behind the scores, the Doug on demands once they're done. And then the $15 level is our Council of Dougs, and that's our top tier. And the Council of Dougs joins me on Zooms every 3 weeks on Saturdays and Sundays. On Saturdays, we do hangouts where we're chatting